In this video, we are going to learn about string concatenation. So what is string concatenation? In simple terms, string concatenation is nothing but combining two or more strings. Okay, let's go through the points one by one. To concatenate or combine two or more strings, you can use the plus operator. Second point is, it is to be noted that the plus operator performs concatenation only between same data type. That is, if we try to concatenate an int with a string, it will immediately throw an error. In such cases, we first have to do typecasting and then use the plus operator to concatenate them. Let's flip to Jupyter Notebook and let's see what we mean by these 2 points. Okay, let's have a variable called str1 which will have a value I, no space, and let's have another variable which will have the value 3 languages. Now let's try to concatenate or combine these two variables and try to store the concatenation result in another variable called str3. Okay, so str3 equal to str1 plus str2, and let's try to print the variable str3. Okay, now let's run the cell and we get the expected output, that is I know 3 languages. Now instead of taking the strings like this, let's have the str1 string as it is. Let's change the str2 string a bit. Instead of taking it as a string, let's just assign the value 3 to it and don't give it a name str2, rather give it a name var2 and let it also be var1 and give the third variable the name var3. Okay, and which will contain space languages. Okay, as we discussed in our previous videos that the data type of Python variables are determined based on the type of value that is assigned to the variable. So we have assigned a string to the variable var1. So var1 is a string type of variable. We have assigned an integer value to the variable var2. So the var2 variable is a int variable, and we have again assigned a string type of value to the variable var3. So this is also a string type of variable. So we have got two strings, var1 and var3, and we have got one int. Now let's try to concatenate them and let's see what happens. Let's try to concatenate these three, var1 plus var2 plus var3, and let's see what happens when we run the cell. Look, Python immediately raises an error saying can only concatenate str not int to str. So when we try to concatenate, we can only concatenate between strings. We cannot concatenate an integer with a string. So in such cases, what we have to do? We have to take the help of typecasting. We already discussed what typecasting actually is. It's nothing but conversion from one data type to another data type. So what we have to do? We have to convert this var2 variable from int to str, that is from integer to string. So let's do that. var2 equal to str var2. So we are converting the var2 variable to string and reassigning the value again to the same variable var2. Let's run the cell. So it has been converted to an str. Now let's try the concatenation. Now let's try to store the result in the variable called result, and let's try to print the variable result. And let's see what happens. We run the cell and we get the output without any errors. We get the output, I know 3 languages. So that's what was said in the slide. It is to be noted that the plus operator performs concatenation only between same data types. That is, if we try to concatenate an int with a string, it will immediately throw an error. In such cases, we first have to do typecasting and then use the plus operator. So when you are using plus operator for the strings, you have to make sure that the variables that you are trying to concatenate, all of those variables are string type of variables. So friends, that's it for this video. I have given you some exercise problems. Please try to solve these problems and you can let me know the answer of the first question in the comment section itself. And if you face any difficulty while solving any of these problems, that is completely normal. Just let me know which are the problems that you were stuck with and I will come up with a solution of those problems. If you have liked my video, please subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when I will upload more Python and data science related videos. And please don't forget to like and share my video so that it reaches a larger audience and they also get benefited from it. Thanks a lot for watching.